Didn't have Nicki Minaj partnering with the Trump administration to advocate for the lives of Nigerian Christians on my 2025 bingo card. Yet here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, the Trump administration invited Nicki Minaj to the UN, where the renowned Queen of Rap spoke about the murders happening against Christians in Nigeria's Middle Belt and northern region. As always, liberals are gnashing teeth and screaming into the void. For a side that purports to care about justice and human lives, they don't seem to care at all about Christians in Nigeria. In fact, they say the reason the Trump administration cares about Nigeria is because we want their oil, as if we're not by far the highest oil producing country in the world. In fact, we drill so much oil here that we export it to Nigeria's refineries. Why do we even bother trying to have logical conversations with these people? They'll never listen. Anyways, here is Nicki Minaj, introduced by our UN ambassador, Michael Waltz.
Please join me in welcoming a daughter of the Caribbean, a champion of the oppressed, and a sister in Christ, Nicki Minaj.
Ah, man, dang it, I'm so immature. Nicki, what did you do to your behind? You look like a semi-truck. What's going on? Dr. Miami asked Nicki, how many BBLs do you want? And she just said, yes. I don't want to be looking in the wrong place, but what's going on back there? That BBL is bigger than Alaska's landmass. Ah, I'm so immature. Let's get serious here.
Hello, everyone. I must say I am very nervous, so please, well, thank you, Ambassador Waltz, for this invitation. It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated on social media. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for, the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in any room.
Wow. Interesting that she performs all over the world, but she's nervous for this because it's a critical topic. And good on her for giving Trump credit for raising this issue. It's now a mainstream global issue. I saw the Nigerian foreign minister on Piers Morgan getting ripped apart. That wouldn't have happened if Trump didn't make this issue mainstream.
Music has taken me around the globe. I have seen how people, no matter their language, culture, or religion, come alive when they hear a song that touches their soul. Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are, where we live, and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today, and I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe, to worship, and to live in peace. Barbs, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much.
In case you don't know, Barb's are her fan base. So if you listen to Nicki's music, then I suppose you're a Barb.
Been the ultimate light in my life and career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again that this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that. For the rest of my life, I will care if anyone, anywhere, is being persecuted for their beliefs. Thank you.
That event was put together by Alex Brusewitz. Great guy. Him and I hung out in D.C. How did Alex get Nicki's number? He got Trump on so many podcasts during the election cycle, so credit to Alex. God bless Nicki. Her heart truly bleeds for the innocent. She's not gaining anything by aligning herself with this administration. She has a lot of liberal fans that are losing their minds, but she knew this was the right thing to do. And now this issue is going to be a mainstream issue at the UN because mainstream people are talking about it. Here's where things stand with the Trump administration's efforts in Nigeria. We're waiting on Congressman Riley Moore and the House Appropriations Committee to come up with their report on the facts, exactly what's been going on. The president has already designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which allows him to use up to 15 different actions to sanction Nigeria, whether it's visa restrictions, preventing aid from foreign organizations and from the United States itself, then perhaps kinetic strikes. Trump is the kind of guy to keep every option on the table, and if the Nigerian government doesn't do what needs to be done, then he will absolutely step in. We're not going to be seeing boots on the ground, but I think we will see drone strikes. The United States has already designated these groups as terrorist organizations, so Trump wouldn't need congressional approval to attack them. We probably know exactly where they organize and hang out, and I think one strike campaign hitting strategic locations across Nigeria would be enough deterrence. It would force the Nigerian government's hand to take things to the next level, and I suspect a vast majority of Nigerians will support it. Certainly the ones that live in the United States. Thank you all very much for watching. God bless and goodbye.